Squatting down, she patted one's body to see if he was carrying anything useful. Disappointed with no find, she moved to the next and then looked back to see Baron Grimm moving over to the craft's main entrance. The storm's rage blocked Eski's orders to the other Halan next to him. A ferocious roar from the sky made Krista stop in her tracks before she followed Baron Grimm inside the craft. It sounded as if the sky morphed into a monster. The wind intensified and she slipped. Her boots could not find traction in the muck. The rain crashed against her helmet, creating interference even with her heads-up display. "Eski! I warned you that the storm was too hazardous. We should not have followed the humans here. We must turn back now before all is lost," Madhu scolded the Hosir nearby. Eski bolted over to Wolf and steadied her to her feet. "Krista!" His voice struggled over the thunder. "We need to seek shelter immediately!" His helmet turned toward the sky. Wolf flagged Baron Grimm. "Get inside the ship!" "No!" Eski yanked her arm to seize her attention. "The ship will not survive this." "Not survive this?" Krista's heart rate surged. Another howl swept across the sky. "What the hell is happening?" He pointed to an area that was to her left, just north of where they were. "There is another deserted Hada cave. We take shelter there. We must go underground." "Peacekeepers!" Krista yelled to her friends and then pointed to the same area. "We go there!" Holding her arm up to brace against the rain that pummeled her helmet's visor, she pressed against the wind's intensity towards their destination. She lost visual contact with the others, and the storm's fierce noises deafened her transponder. "Wolf!" Bear supported her back with his arm and moved her forward along with him. "Keep going!" "We will not make it!" Krista panicked, her head whipped around desperately. "Where's Grimm?" "I'm over here." Grimm's voice came through her link. 3 o'clock. A meter ahead of Krista, Grimm fought against the wind. Trees were breaking and crashing nearby to their right. They were peasants running from a giant cyclops hell-bent on their deaths. Her helmet's interface displayed heat signatures of 2 Halan ahead where the cave was. One moved in closer to her position. She picked up on Eski's familiar upside-down triangle on his arm. "You must hurry." "Tell that to the damned wind!" With a grunt, Bear practically shoved Krista forward into the Halan's arms. "Take her. Grimm, with me. Let's move, Peacekeeper." He moved towards where Grimm was. With Eski's hold on her arm helping her along, Krista tried to ignore the destruction all around and keep her focus on the cave ahead. The storm's fury was right at their back door, barreling down on them. Curiosity overrode logic, and she paused briefly in her steps to see the turmoil happening behind. Before she could completely turn around, Eski dragged her forward with him. "Don't look back, Lone Wolf. You must keep going." Lurs held out his arm at the cave's entrance to assist the peacekeepers inside. The rest of the Halan ran towards them, with one trailing them. Movement behind them seized Wolf's attention. Was the entire forest moving towards them? Trees vanished, then reappeared in a swirling wedge vortex. Holy shit! Is that a— "That's not a storm, Eski. That's a damn tornado!" Bear finished her words. He pointed over to the 2 Halan. "Your guys will not make it!" Without a second thought, he raced towards Hosir Madhu, who was closest to them. "Jack!" Krista's legs froze in place. The mesmerizing formation picked up the alkali craft like a paperweight in its clutches. The distortion of metal echoed throughout the canvas.